Hello, this is the Lesson 1 Part 1 of the basics of your PHP knowledge. I will write down some bullets I would like to speak. The first is what is needed to make a PHP program. The PHP program is written with text editors or a PHP text editor. For example, a notepad. You could do or start programming with notepad, but there are several text editors developed to create PHP programs. So it's just a simple text file, and let's create a new PHP file and write this. This is the first PHP program, which is 123, right? If you save it and copy into a server, let's save as index.php is the file name. If you save it, let's see what is it. It is a file with an extension .php. It is necessary to run a PHP code. And if you watch into it, there is a little text and a PHP block which is starting with this and ended with a sign block, right? And a print command and ended with a semicolon. It's necessary to close the PHP programs. And about the PHP blocks, what is a PHP block as a short tag? You could write the PHP blocks as short. It's similar with the long tag, but you could forget the PHP word. I wrote 2 PHP blocks after it that will print 1, 2, 3. The second block will 3, 6, 7 will print it, and after doing something, let's run it in a browser. You must copy up to a server or use a localhost server if you have. Right, I have this, and that is what happened. I see the source code of the program that printed with a PHP print command 1, 2, 3 and 3, 6, 7. So that means you could insert PHP blocks into HTML codes. If you want to print something between these lines, you could do it. Print testing. So let's save it and testing. That was printed with PHP. As you can see, the PHP source code could not printed into the browser. So that bullet is, could the user download the PHP file with browser it's not available. So if you upload a .php file and you did not print the source code, the user could not able to download the source code of your PHP file. But what you print with the print command, that appears in the browser. So you could use PHP blocks included in HTML file, and you could use lots of PHP blocks in your code. And if you start something, for example here, you could create a variable which will have a value 1, 2, 3. It's a string. You could reach it in every blocks. So you could reach it. You have functions declared here, and you could use the functions declared in the previous PHP blocks, right? So it's a useful thing, I think. So, and which command take text into a browser? This is the print command. You could print variables or string with a quotation mark. Let's start with a quotation mark and end with a quotation mark. If you want to print a variable into this, let's use it. And the var declared in the first PHP block could print it with the third PHP block, and its value will insert here. If you want to print a quotation mark with this method, you must use the escape. This is a slash, backslash. Let's test. This is the printed quotation mark. You could print with another method. Use the simple apostrophe, but if you start and end with an apostrophe, you didn't need to escape the quotation mark. But let's try to print a simple apostrophe that causes a parse error. So let's escape the simple apostrophe if you use the print with the apostrophe method. And this is it. And how could you link some kind of a text? You could use the point to link them. If you want to print a normal apostrophe, you didn't need to escape it if you use this. Let's link the variable, and let's link like this. Let's save it and run it in the browser. So that bullet is finished. And how to make comments to make the program understandable. Yes, if you want to make comments into the PHP blocks, you could use two methods. The first is the double slash, and if you write something in that line, that will not processed by the PHP processor. And let's go to the second part of this tutorial.